Okay, guys, welcome to tonight's team call. I just looked and I do not have my binder right here, but just wanted to let you guys know that it's still $20 off of the Transform 20 packages from that launched last Monday. It broke all of the records that they expected to, and it's still climbing, which is insane. So they are, I think, 75% sold out of the steps and packages and stuff like that. So it's a great time for me. I think it's sorry guys, I can't talk or anything tonight. My game plan is to get everybody set up as like humanly possible by Friday. And that way you can like relax through the Christmas season and not worry about Success Club 5, Success Club 10, your rank advancements and all that stuff. Because after the 22nd, 21st, people are going to be celebrating Christmas and not overly looking to get rocking and rolling in fitness stuff until the 26th, 27th is when I notice in the last few years, every single time the 26th, 27th, challenge pack sales go right up again. So it's super important to be on your social media, sharing and promoting Transform 20. It wasn't a launch day, it was a launch month. So we have like this program doesn't officially launch until April, you guys. So take advantage that you didn't miss anything. This is the beginning. Like this is the beginning. January is going to be so hyped with Transform 20 and it's going to be super epic. But we have Transform 20. Yeah, I can't remember. I'm sure I'll think of everything at the end of the call. But the reason why I wanted to bring up sharing your social media and all that wonderful stuff is because Sam has been uber duper consistent with her business and coaching as a wife, a full-time teacher, and just doing life. So I just kind of wanted to hear from her how she's like kept her business super successful over this past year and share some tips that we can all use. So Sam, take it away.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay. So I'm coming live from my bed in my husband's sweatpants right now. Super cozy. So Britt asked what I wanted to talk about, and I don't even know, we kind of tag team come up with the idea of consistency on social media, because that is honestly the key to my success in the last little bit. I don't know what it is. I kind of just got over myself, I think, and the fear of being on social media. And I remember talking to Shay. She's not on here to corroborate this, but I remember talking to her when her business shifted over to Instagram, and I was still stuck in the Facebook days because I didn't want to go. Stories freaked me out. Like, I don't know, something about it. I didn't know what to do. Like, I was like, what could I post about? What part of my day is interesting to people? Like, I go to work and then I come home. Like, I didn't really understand like what to do with social media. So I just started dabbling and stayed consistent with my dabbling, and then found kind of a routine that worked for me. So every single day, I don't know who follows me or not, but you don't really need to. You can just hear what I'm about to say. I post on my Facebook or on my Instagram story, and it's connected to Facebook, my routine. So that includes waking up. So there's always some kind of good morning post, whether it's my PD or it's my breakfast or it's my workout, or sometimes it's all three of those things if I'm super stoked about it. So right first thing in the morning when people wake up and they're in bed or they're on their couch or they're drinking their coffee and they're scrolling on Instagram stories, because that's what people do, is they creep on people when they wake up. They'll see, oh, Sam's up at 6 a.m. again, doing her workout, having her coffee. Ooh, what is that? Weird chia overnight oats? What book is she reading? And then it's like those small things that are my routine every single day that maybe it sits or resonates with somebody. Could also be goals, or like my gratitude journal or my meditation. I was doing those posts in the morning every day. Basically, whatever your morning routine is, share that, because for something, especially for us, probably most of us, having a morning routine is like an everyday common thing. But for a lot of people, they still literally wake up and go to work. Like there's no me time there. There's no self-care there. So I think it's super important to remember that not everyone is like us, where we have, like, we do things in the morning. Cause I don't know, like it's crazy. Cause I was never a morning person. Like I literally woke up to go to work, and it wasn't until I read something or watched something that I was like, wow, like that's bad. Like no wonder I don't want to wake up, because you wake up and then you just have to go do something you don't want to do. So I feel like it's really important to share those like gem moments in your life, no matter how like small they may seem, like your gratitude journal and your meditation and all those little things. But yeah, so I kick off my day with some kind of story post. And it's also kind of like ripping off a Band-Aid to like Instagram story posting. Like once you get the first couple out there, it tends to roll better as you go through the day. And doing that first post as well kind of just like, I don't know, sets you up for the day, because it like triggers your brain to be like, oh yeah, I should be thinking about things I can add to my story. Because sometimes you do cool stuff and then you're like, oh, I should have put that on my story, or I should have shared that with someone. Because it's kind of like another muscle that you have to practice working. Like you kind of have to practice sharing to your story, because it isn't like something that you do naturally until you kind of get into this business and realize how like important that is to your business. Because that's how people relate to you, and it gives people the opportunity to see you as a human being and not just some sales robot person, and then they can talk to you about it. So yeah, anyways, so starting off in the morning, and then as you go through the day, just kind of, I try to make sure that I'm sharing not only coaching stuff, but things that add to someone's life. And a lot of that comes from PD, or maybe it'll give them a laugh, or maybe it's like a random embarrassing moment, or maybe it's like something weird that Leland is doing. Like it doesn't have to always be Beachbody, and it doesn't always have to be planned and structured ahead of time. Let it be natural. Like the more natural your story posts are, the better. And then people that don't normally engage with you will, because it takes the pressure off of it too. And then that opens up a conversation. Because we all know that this business is based on relationships, and like they probably follow at least, I'm going to pick 3, even though probably more than that. They probably follow 3 coaches. So the coach they're going to kind of go with is the one that they relate with, not necessarily the coach that's been in the business the longest. It's not necessarily the coach that's had the biggest transformation. It's the coach that they feel comfortable talking to. And it's going to come from something small that you've shared 100% of the time, I think. So don't be afraid to share like little things. I remember like some of the most interactive things I get are just the most random things that I post. Like maybe you're watching, what was Shanique's yesterday or a couple days ago, Riverdale? Anyone else with me? And then like how many people slide that friggin' poll that they're watching Riverdale? And the more that they interact on your story, the more that your story shows up on their social media. So it doesn't always like make it something simple that a lot of people will participate on without like the pressure that you're going to message them for an invite sometimes too. Okay, so this time of year is when a lot of people start to cruise, I'm going to say, because it's the holidays and people are getting into Christmas mode. And a lot of people get in that mindset of, why would I dive full into coaching or into my fitness or my nutrition or any of those things when the New Year's around the corner? I'm going to be busy with the holidays. I'll start in January. That's honestly so many people's mentality with working out, eating right, and diving into this business and trying something new. People like that start date of, I'll start in the new year. That'll be like my new year thing. And this is almost an advantage for you guys if you so choose, because while a lot of people are stepping back, that is where you guys like step all the way forward. So if you guys decided to double your efforts and take the place of all those people that are slacking in all those areas, it's going to be so much more like monumental for you, because at the end of, like Britt said, maybe December 28th, when people are like thinking about January and they feel like a blob and they're like, holy crap, I need to like move my body and maybe eat something that's healthy. They're going to think of the person that they watched show up every single day. So even if they looked at you and they're like, I'm not working out, and ate another cookie, a week later, they're like, oh yeah, maybe like I'll message so-and-so because she killed it all, like all winter break. Like you're going to stand out in their mind because you were continuing to do your workouts, show up on social media, and they continue to bond with you. And people are on their phones a little bit more because it's winter break and they're maybe have some days off of work or days off of school. So just because they're not doing those things, they're still watching you do them. And it's in like their subconscious mind that when they're ready, they know who to talk to. So yeah, I just want to make sure like this is the time where if you guys dig in your heels and really go for it, you might not see instant results. Maybe people aren't going to reach out to you now, but come January, because you've been putting in so much effort in December, you're going to get a lot more attention, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's really the time to dig in your heels, put in a lot of work, and then it will pay off later. Because this business, I have found anyways, especially, is like a time business. Like it's time plus consistency equals results. So you can be, okay, I think Tony Horton said this. I can't remember who it was that exactly said it, or it was somebody at Super Saturday. It doesn't matter. It wasn't Tony Horton, actually. It was a coach. So picture an escalator. So it's stairs that go up like this. We all know an escalator, and you just like, you can get on there and whatever. So picture your consistency on social media or your coaching journey as you trying to go up the down escalator. So escalator's going down and you're like trugging along, trying to go up. If you're like consistently walking, you're going to stay in the same place. Does that make sense? Escalator's going down, you're walking. You're just going to stay where you are. It's comfortable there. It's good. There's nothing wrong with it, but you're not also growing. So now sprint a little bit, or like jog, not sprint, jog. Pick up the pace. So that's maybe you're posting more on your story. Maybe you're posting more to your feed. Maybe you're sending out more invites. Maybe you're trying to get new followers. You've went up another level. Now you're going to see, so this is your goal at the top. You're actually going to start to make it closer and closer and closer to your goal. However, what happens in this business is that we get really excited and we get on a roll, and then all of a sudden something happens. Normally, we stop doing PD, and you stop reading your PD books, you stop listening to podcasts, and then all of a sudden you take a day off. Just one day, which seems so insignificant, but that day backtracks all your progress, if that makes sense. So why I just made this little example here is that's what I've learned. That is ultimately what I've learned in this business. Time and consistency is success. So you have to stay consistent over long periods of time in order for people to trust you, in order for people to remember you and have you like stay relevant and trust that success will come. But anyways, so that is kind of what I have learned there. Good. Okay. So yeah, where was I? Consistency on your social media. Yeah. So if it helps you, if you guys are like a plan ahead kind of person, what's also helped me in the past is honestly planning what kind of things I can put on my stories. So those morning things, I know that I can find something maybe at work, or you can find kind of plan ahead things that you can put on your story, because that might take the pressure off. And then using your stories as more than just a way to connect with people, but it's also a way for you to see who's watching, because they have to choose to watch your story on Instagram, and they can easily choose to swipe away. So the people that are watching for a reason, because you motivate them, you inspire them, they care about you, they're interested in what you're doing. So that's kind of the list of people that you keep track of, and that's kind of like an open invitation to talk to them and maybe send them an invite and keep them in the loop with what's going on. Especially with this Transform 20 month launch, stay consistent in talking about it. I know for a fact, 80-Day Obsession, because it was 80 days long, the whole world, I feel like, knows about 80-Day Obsession, because this person talked about it, that person talked about it, and they talked about it for 80 friggin' days. And then another loop of people talked about it. So I feel like the more we talk about Transform 20, like as a whole Beachbody, like whole in general, and the more word gets out there, then people who are like, hey, I should try this, and they reach out to the coach that they've been seeing showing up every single day and say, what is this? Let's do it. So yeah, even if you drop hints, and I said this on one of my team call things, drop a hint like, man, I'm so excited that next month my workouts are only 20 minutes, or I can't believe the results coming in from the program that I'm starting next month. Show some before and afters. Or post about so many people are interested in our new program, and like a little blip of your Facebook group. Put the little Shanti gifts on there, or whatever it takes to like drop little nuggets for this whole entire month. And then again, keep track of people that are engaging and then reach out to them about it. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to start rambling right away, Britt. Is there something that because I feel like I've covered kind of my main points. Yeah, what do you think?
No, that was unreal. Honestly, you guys, Sam said it best. And the thing is this isn't complicated. This business is not complicated. The only thing that makes it complicated is your fear. And your fear of thinking people are judging you, or, oh my God, what did she post, or all this stuff. And that's what hold us back. But having that consistency of posting in the morning when you wake up and do your morning routine, posting about your workouts, and then inviting every single day. Like, guys, this goes back for some of you who are here for our 80-Day Obsession, 2D Mindset, and the Lift 4 launch. Like, this year's been insane. But our biggest thing was posting 3 transformations every single day on your stories. If you guys post at least 2 transformations from Transform 20 on your stories every single day until like January 31st, I guarantee you will hit Success Club 10 December, January, and February. But the key there was consistency in posting that. And I think it was super, I was having conversations today with a few coaches as well, is posting 3 kind of different themes throughout your day. So one is that morning routine, like something that why I got into coaching, and was because every morning I woke up and I saw Virginia work out. Like, this was before stories, but I had her on Snapchat, and that silly woman was working out every single day. And I was like, damn it, I want to be working out, but like, I'm still sitting here watching Netflix. But guess who I went to when I was finally ready, right? And that's the thing, is people are seeing your consistency, and you're also training them that to get Sam's results, to get your results, they need to commit to that workout because you're showing your workout. They need to commit to personal development because you're showing the personal development. Oh, and hey, you're drinking that awesome shake and your pre-workout. Perfect. It's right there. And that's how you guys start training people, and they don't even ask or object to having Shakeology, because you're like, well, I thought you wanted my results when you're going to sign up. And they're like, oh, right, I do. And you're like, Sam's already training her people that she's going to wake up early, crush her workout, drink her Energize, and at lunchtime she usually has her shake or something like that. Like, people are watching and getting, honestly, trained by that. And I was just listening to a classic, the Fitzpatrick's team call beforehand. And Jamie talked about something that is so beyond true. And as coaches, we get so in our head as per usual, but posting on social media is so easy, but that's the make or break of your business. And the funny thing is we're in this fear mindset of, oh no, what is Susie going to think? What is Karen going to think? Like, oh my God, I don't know if I can post this because someone's going to think about that. Just so you guys know, people are more worried about how you think of them than them thinking about you every minute of every single day. The only person that's thinking and worrying about you every single day, every single minute is you. So change your mindset. Be like, hey, I'm going to inspire somebody with this workout. I'm going to inspire somebody with like this healthy tip. Hey, I learned something in my challenge group today. Share that. And something that he also talked about was when you're posting your workouts, don't just post a video of your workout or don't just post a sweaty selfie. Use your stories as a story. Why did you get your workout in? Why did you decide to press play? What inspired you to press play today? And write that on your thing. Like that's what I've been doing recently. And it's people are getting the mental side of my words, but they're also seeing, oh, she's thinking about this and transforming her mind while she's doing the workouts. So instead of just doing the classic workout selfie or workout video that everybody's seen for the past year, now start to ingrain who you are there. And my biggest challenge to you guys is to post on your stories consistently until December 31st. 95% of my business over the last 6 months has been through stories. My posts, nothing. Conversations, nothing. And the reason why my conversations are so easy, one of my friends, Cassidy, was asking me, she's like, how are you inviting and stuff like that? I'm like, people are kind of coming up to me now. And it's because they've been watching and creeping my stories every single day. And that's what you guys need to be doing is posting on your stories, post your workouts and post those silly things that make you you and make your life yours, right? Like Sam showcases Leland and her dog. Like the other day, Sam was just like, Piper wasn't home to greet me. And like, as a dog mom, like, we're like, oh my God, I know what that would feel like. Like I'd be heartbroken over that, right? And that's how they relate. And it's so funny because Sam and I have been like, I started 5-6 months before Sam, and we're both from Brandon. We're both blonde haired. We both were athletes beforehand. We're both Beachbody coaches. We literally have like very similar and almost all mutual friends. But like, guys, I went to school with Shanique. She signed up with Sam because she relates to Sam better, right? And that's how people get to know you and they decide like, yeah, they might have been following all these different coaches, but they're going to connect to you because you're a dog mom or you're super organized. Like that's how you guys can start to get your tribe, right? And grow your business that way. So my challenge to you is to step outside your comfort zone. December grows your business. And if you haven't watched the National Wake Up Call, you need to watch that after this right now. They talked all about, Micah is incredible. I've met her and had supper with her in New Orleans at our diamond dinner. And she is such an incredible woman. But the thing is she's uber consistent, but December makes or breaks your business. And I know last year in December was our 80-day obsession launch, and I went to Hawaii for 2 weeks, and I posted every single day and found Wi-Fi as like humanly possible as I could to make sure I was posting and showing up. And guess what? December changed my business for 2018. And it's been like putting together income progressions, and it's like insane to see the difference between like, this is my 3rd December, and we've had one paycheck in December, and my one paycheck this December was bigger than my month last December. 5 paychecks in December in 2017, and one paycheck this December is what I'm doing. So that's leaning into your business, leaning into the consistency and showing up for yourself. It's possible. I don't do anything special except for I'm consistent. Guess what? Sam, super freaking consistent. Shay, super consistent. Like I don't even have to think like, oh, I should go check on their pages to see if they've posted at all. No, They're already doing it because it's consistency. And you know what that consistency also does, you guys? It makes you consistent for your health, your transformation, your fitness journey, your personal development. Because, guys, I didn't post one weekend and I had people messaging me to see if I was okay. Because people were like, wait, you didn't post on a Saturday. Like, where were you? And people were asking me what I was doing. And that's the power of consistency, is showing up, growing, and doing that. So I can babble and talk about that. Sam, do you have anything else to add?
No, I think so.
Cool.
That's it. Coming to me. Yeah. But a lot of people, like, a lot of girls on my team have been super consistent. And, like, I know that it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get new eyes, too, actually. New followers and stuff. And then
as I choke on my cucumber water. That's such a great point. Guys, it's not going to happen overnight. I'm sorry. It's not a get rich quick scheme. Trust me. Kind of wish it was. But the long-term payoff, as I can also say, is epic. I'm 26 years old, single, and work from home. The dream. I get to go and do whatever I want when I want. This is the first Christmas I don't have to worry about, like, every year my sister would, like, message me to be like, hey, what are we getting mom and dad for Christmas? And I'd be like a hug. Like, I'd be so scared to, like, buy them presents or, like, buy everybody gifts. And this year, like, my sister messaged me. She's like, okay, this is what we're getting them. And I was like, perfect. I'll e-transfer you right now and not worry about it. But that also took 2.5 years of consistency and showing up on my social media every single day and missing 4 days. I've missed 4 days on social media. And that is the power of it. It's not going to happen overnight. But what's going to happen if you decide to show up today until January, until January 31st or December 31st, I guarantee you people are going to be coming to you on January 2nd and being like, hey, new year, new me, can I join that program with you? Because it seems like 20 minutes would be awesome and I'm super busy, right? So set yourself up for success now. Because if you don't hop on the train and be consistent right now, you're going to miss it. And it's going to be starting from, like, below ground zero on January. So that's my biggest suggestion for you guys. Commit to your workouts, commit to your social media today, and document. Think of documenting and not selling. And if you guys aren't totally sure about that, I want you to go creep Gary Vaynerchuk and go watch like 5 of his videos and you'll get the point. You want to be sharing and documenting what you do every day. Like, people know, like, I purposely walk on my Insta stories when I'm walking to my Jeep to go to the gym. I have my gym bag, but you see my water bottle that's yellow. And I'm not overly talking about like, hey, I'm drinking my Energize today. They just see it in my hand. And I'm consistent with that. And that's what gets people going and gets people thinking about it. And they're like, oh, okay, wait. I'm programming them to realize that yellow juice is before her workout and she's getting results, right? So when I bring up Energize, they're like, what is that? I'm like, oh, that yellow thing you see me drinking, right? Yeah. Or if you brown it, the go-go juice or whatever, right?
Because people are like, oh, I can't work out in the mornings. Like, how did you start? Because they watched me struggle for a year.
That was the cool part too. Is Sam documented that, you guys. Sam was just like, I hate, and like me and Sam had that conversation for a while. She's just like, I can't work out in the morning. And I'm like, yeah.
You can. And I was like, nope. And then I tried. And then a year later, I just could, but it was because of Energize. So now people watched how I couldn't do it and it killed me every time I tried. And then they watched as I like just rock it now. And I'm like, magic, like I'm up. Yeah.
Did you see me hop out of my bed with my unicorns? It's amazing.
Yes, this is what I read. Yeah, Miracle Morning.
Yeah, exactly. And the cool thing is, guys, is like, I know, like, besides Sam, like, text me one time, I know she went through that and struggled with that because she documented it. She shared how much she hated waking up in the morning to do her workout. If you guys watch Kim Fitzpatrick, guess what? The woman hated working out in the morning, and she wakes up at like 5 a.m. every single day now to do a workout. Actually, and she still hates working out. The woman hates working out right this moment. She's a 10-star diamond coach running a multi 6-figure business. She's top 20 in the company, hates working out, but she does it and shares it. And people who hate working out are joining her. And that's the cool part. So that's the power of sharing your story, connecting with people. And you're going to find people who are like you. You're going to find people who are students and like are stressed the F out right now, but you're getting that clear head because you're getting your workout in and you're not craving into like all those crazy stressful foods because you got your Shakeology. Guys, I made a gingerbread house last night. First off, I told myself I wasn't going to, this is going on my Insta stories tonight. First off, I wasn't going to build the gingerbread house until my birthday. That's in 10 days. And then I parted with myself that I was allowed to build it last night, but I wasn't allowed to eat it. And guys, I almost ate, like I was about to eat it. And then I made my Shakeology, and then I was like, oh, right, goals. And it totally like transformed my mindset and like filled me up. I felt so good after having my shake. I didn't wake up like bloated and feeling gross today because I crushed 1,000 grams of sugar. And that's something that Shakeology replaced me, like dummying an entire gingerbread house by myself. So share that kind of stuff. That's going to help people, teach people. And yeah, anything you guys are learning, share it. Share that knowledge, because that's competence is confidence. That's what Kim said on the call today, and she says it all the time, and it's so true. And as new coaches, as older coaches, whoever you are on this team, give yourself permission to Google, to YouTube, and to find the answer out yourself. And you know what? If you want more information about coaching, if you want more information about growing your business, about running a challenge group, guess what? Go and watch a video, go and watch a YouTube video about it. That's literally how I built my business last year, is I spent every waking hour listening to team calls, re-listening to all of the national wake-up calls. I haven't missed one national wake-up call. And last year when I was traveling 2,000 kilometers a week, I listened to every single national wake-up call starting in 2006, all the way up. And I learned every single day. And that's what I need you guys to do, is educate yourself, grow, and learn, and use the resources you have. You have the back office. Like, I don't have new information, right? I get the exact same information that you guys get. I just go look for it. Right? And I use my resources and I learn, and I decide to spend time instead of watching Netflix. Like, I hung up like Christmas decorations kind of today. And that's when I put on the national wake up call. I was like, oh, I'll put on a Christmas movie. And I was like, oh, I haven't listened to the national wake up call yet, and put that on instead. So I don't know. I could ramble about that, but make sure that you guys are showing up. Make sure you guys give yourself allow yourself to learn, allow yourself to grow, allow yourself to be messy, allow yourself to fail, allow yourself to grow through this, and you're going to find your vibes. Like, I've redone my different things of what works for me, what doesn't work for me 1,000 times. And I'm still learning and growing and finding what's consistent for myself. So fail faster and grow and learn, and show up for yourself. Does anyone have any questions about Transform 20, social media, national wake-up calls, anything, everything? Not a one question? Love it. So my challenge to you is go and watch the national wake-up call right meow. And then I want you to post in the team page 2 of your takeaways. Implement them. Show up on your social media. And I want every single one of you watching this team call to tag me in at least one of your stories tomorrow. Awesome. Go and crush it, you guys. Thank you so much, Sam, for all of your knowledge. So proud of you guys, and have an awesome night. Bye, guys.